Again, just a set of blocks. Go ahead and come on down to the floor. We're going to start in a child's pose today. Drawing your knees wide, sinking your hips towards your heels, resting your forehead on the floor or even on a block. Get your fingertips long to the top of your mat. On your inhales, focus on your ribs expanding. Belly, ribs, and lungs filling all the way to the top. On your exhale, focus on releasing that breath and allowing your hips to fall towards your heels. As you continue with this breath, inhale and exhale. Maybe set an intention for class today. Continuing with that breath. Belly rise on your inhale. Belly falls on your exhale. On your next breath in, fill all the way to the top. Once you arrive, hold it there and seal your lips. And now breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe pressing the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Full round of breath here. Draw your arms over to the right side of your mat. Arms can be on or off of your mat. Left bicep hugs your left ear, feeling that stretch from your left pinky finger to your left pinky toe. On your next inhale, walk your hands back through center, and this time over to the left side of your mat. Same thing here, hands can be on or off of your mat. Sealing your right bicep towards your right ear, deepening that side bend along the right side body. On your next inhale, gently come back to center, releasing your forehead once again on a block or on the floor. Bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch the crown of your head. Stay here if this feels comfortable, or continue to draw your thumbs towards the nape of your neck. Deepening that tricep stretch as you actively press your hips towards your heels. Release your palms back to the floor. Rise up, finding a tabletop at the center of your mat. Drawing your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes. Deep inhale, gaze up, look up towards the ceiling as you spiral your elbow creases to the top of the mat. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine. Spreading your fingertips wide. Inhale, tuck your toes. Drawing your navel towards the floor, collarbone wide. Exhale, untuck your toes, rounding your spine. Create space between your shoulder blades. Continue here with your breath between cat and cow as many times as you need. You're welcome to continue cat and cow, or find a neutral spine and come into any organic movement. Maybe it's side to side, maybe it's forwards and backwards, maybe it's drawing some barrel rolls with your hips in one direction and then reversing that direction. Whatever feels good in your body this morning. Gently come back to your tabletop if you walked your hands forward. We're going to rotate our fingers towards the outer edge of your mat. Stay here, add a gentle sway from side to side, warming up the wrists. Come back to center, rotate your fingertips now towards your knees, drawing your wrists away from your body. Stay here, maybe add a gentle sway or side to side. Come back to center, bring your fingertips to the top of your mat, and now flip your right palm up towards the ceiling, fingertips in towards your right knee. Stay here if that feels comfortable for you, or you can find a gentle sway from side to side. Come back to center, flip your right palm down to the floor, left palm up towards the ceiling. Stay here or sway. Come back to center, flip your left palm down towards the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm high, gaze up towards your right fingertips. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body, hovering, holding. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, press into your left hand as you sweep that right arm under and through. Once more, inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand, release your right cheek or ear, hips stay lifted. Extend your left leg long, flexing through your left foot. I always have a tendency to put my block right where I want to put my foot. Holding here and breathing, left leg long. Press into your left palm, inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, release your right hand under your right shoulder. Point your left toes, inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, tuck it in towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rainbow up and over, tapping to the outer right side. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap it over. One more time and then we'll hold. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that left leg as far over to the right side as you can. This time maybe looking over your right shoulder for a deeper stretch. You can draw your heel closer towards the floor or gently lift your heel a little bit higher to lessen that stretch. See what feels good on this side today. Holding that left leg long, we're going to lift that left leg up and over, drawing to the outer left hip, finding gate pose. Seal the sole of your left foot, tuck your right toes and draw your hips back towards your right heel, rocking forward, stacking back over your wrist. Just a gentle forwards and backwards movement. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, cactus, lift your gaze. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, one more time, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand to the outside of your left leg. Deep side bend. Feeling that stretch all along the right side body. Reaching your right fingertips as far as you can. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to the outside of your right knee on the floor on a block, deep side bend. Kneeling triangle, long line of energy from your left fingers to your left toes. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, swan dive forward. And then walk your hands back out under your shoulders. We're going to extend that left leg straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Hold here for 3, 2, and step your left foot in between your palms, coming into a low lunge. Toe heel your left foot towards the outer edge of the mat. Left toes turn to about 10 o'clock. With your hands inside of your left foot on the floor or on block, gently bend into that front left knee, opening your right hip flexor. Straighten your left leg as you draw your hips back, releasing your left quad. Gentle bend and extend that left knee. On the next one, hold that left knee bent. Release your left hand to the inside of your left knee and tilt to the outer knife edge of that left foot. Think about digging the outer left pinky all the way down to the outer left heel in towards the floor, lifting the sole of your foot up as far as you can. Opening up that left hip flexor. If you feel any kind of pinch or tingling that does not feel good, just release your left hand a little bit, come back when you're ready. It's a very gentle press open. Release your left hand back under your left shoulder and step your left knee under your left hip. Coming back to your tabletop, repeat the same thing on the right side with the left arm. Coming back to your tabletop, come to some organic movement, back to your breath. Stacking your knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Inhale, left arm high. Gaze up towards your left fingertips. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, press into your right palm. One more time. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold for 3, 2. Release your left hand. Release your left cheek or ear. Extend that right leg long, straight back, flexing through your right foot to pull that right hip back. Press into your right hand as you reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Point your toes. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap over to the left side. Inhale, right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap over to the left side. One more time and then we'll stay. Kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big rainbow over to the left side. Digging the ball of your right foot in towards the floor. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. You can rock towards your toes to lessen that sensation, or draw your right heel closer to the floor to deepen that sensation. Keeping that right leg straight, draw that right leg up and over all the way out from the right hip. Once your foot arrives, seal your right foot towards the floor, tuck your left toes, draw your hips back and then forward, just a gentle warming up of that outer right leg. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your wrist. Rise up, inhale, arms overhead. Let me pivot, turn, face you. Exhale, cactus, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Deep bend, feel that stretch all in the left side body. Left shoulders directly over the right, not forwards or backwards. Beautiful, Minty. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand to a floor or a block outside of your left knee. Feeling that stretch along the right side. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, swan dive forward. Walking your hands back out under your shoulders. Draw that right leg straight back. Tuck your knee in towards your nose and step your right foot in between your palms. Finding that low lunge. Toe heel your right foot towards the outer right edge of your mat. Right toes just about 3 o'clock, little 45-degree bend. Bend into that right knee a little bit deeper and then straighten that right knee. Notice the stretch in your left hip and your right quadricep on this side. Gently hold that right knee bent. Keeping your left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot, release your right hand to your right knee. We're going to tilt to that outer edge, that right foot as far as you can to open up the hip, and gently using your right hand to open up your hip flexor a little bit more. Think about trying to present the sole of your right foot up towards the ceiling. Gently plant your right foot back to the floor, release your right hand to your shoulder, and step your right foot back to a tabletop. Come back to your breath. And I forgot I'm going to have to get rid of this towel. I don't know why I kept it all week. All right, we're going to come into our flow. Make sure you have 1 or 2 blocks at the top of your mat. From your tabletop, tuck your toes, walk your hands up, palm print forward, lift your hips, coming into our first downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels, bend and extend your knees, lifting and lowering your heel, allowing your hips to sway side to side. Press into your finger pads, lower your heels, inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Stay here or kick your right foot through. Fall in triangle, you can tap it or hold it lifted for 3, 2. Tuck your knee back towards your nose, kick it straight back. And step through, finding runner's lunge. Inhale, rise. High crescent. Exhale, sweep. Lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Press off that left foot. Lift your left leg. Find your bird. Always an option to bring your hands towards the floor, blocks in front of you. You can keep them behind your hips, hands at heart center, arms out to a T. Flex through your left foot, drawing that left heel back. Pulse it for 3. That's 2. And 1. Plant your left foot. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Keeping your arms high, lower your left heel. Find your warrior 1. Deep bend that front right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten that front right leg. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Release your arms to your lower back, fingertips down. That's option 1. If you want to bind your hands behind your back, that's option 2. Chest is lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Come all the way down. At any point in time, you can release your hands towards the floor or blocks to frame your right foot. Release your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm towards the ceiling as you draw that right hip back. Revolved pyramid. We're going to find warrior 2 next. Left arm comes forward and up. Right arm down towards your right hip. Inhale. Spiral your arms. Pivot your left toes. Deep bend and that front right knee. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift, bend and hold. Release your right elbow to your right thigh. Left ear hugs in by your left bicep. Stay here. You can create a bind by releasing your left hand to the outside of your right hip. Maybe drawing your right arm under. Inhale, lengthen your left arm long. Commit to that bend, that front right knee. Reverse your warrior. Left arm down the back side of your left thigh or round towards your right hip. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Find your reverse triangle. Inhale, tee out your arms. Bump your hips to the back of your mat. Reach your right fingertips long. Right arm down, left arm up. Find your triangle. Deep inhale. Gaze down for balance. Gaze up to challenge your balance. Maybe rotate that left shoulder open a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, bend into your front right knee, pivot your left toes. Lower your left hand to the inside, that right foot on the floor on a block. Sweep your right arm towards the ceiling. Circle out your right wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, tap your left hip or thigh, thread the needle. Inhale, reach, 2 more. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach and hold, find horizon lunge. Pivot your toes to the outer knife edge like we did in lizard. And then lower your left hip, reach your right fingertips long to the inside of your right foot. Come back to runner's lunge. Plant your right hand, step your right foot back, and come into your flow. Lower all the way down. Press up, come through tabletop, or directly to down dog, gently pedaling out the heels. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Stay here. You can kick your left foot between. You can lower it or lift it for fallen triangle, holding for 3, 2, and tuck your knee back into your chest. Kick it up. Step through. Find your runner's lunge. Find your focus. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, sweep. Lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Press into your left foot. Lift that right leg. Find your bird. Hands by your side. Release your hands to blocks if you need to. Keep the hips square. So the right hip starts to open up. Lower it down a little bit. Flex through your right foot. We're going to pulse it for 3, 2, hold it lifted, bend into that front left knee. Lower your right foot. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, lower your right heel. Keep the bend in that front left knee. Warrior 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. We're going to find pyramid. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Release your hands to your lower back. Option to stay here. You can bind your hands down towards your glutes, pulling towards your right thigh. Open up your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Release your hands towards the floor. Continuing to pull that left hip back. Right hip forward. Holding and breathing. All right, we're going to find revolved pyramid. Release your right hand to the inside of your left foot on the floor and block. Sweep your left arm towards the ceiling. Gaze down or up. We're going to find that warrior 2. Left fingertips down towards the back of your mat. Right arm sweeps high. Here we go. Pivot the right toes. Open up. Find your warrior 2. Adjust your stance at any time. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and stay. Find the deepest bend in that front left knee. Release your left elbow to your left thigh. Deep side bend. Reach those right fingertips long, extended side. Stay here as long as you like. If you want to find a half bind or full bind, release your right hand down. Open up your chest a little more. Beautiful, Mindy. Inhale, right arm long. Can mix that bend that front left knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that front left leg. Reverse your triangle. Inhale, tee out the arms. Bump your hips back. Reach your left fingertip long. Tuck your left arm down, right arm up. Make sure that right shoulder is stacked over, not rolling in front. You want to deepen it a little bit more. Rotate the right fingertips even further back. They can go back as far as you like. Just try to bring them forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend into that left knee, cartwheel down, pivot your right toes. Right hand stays on the floor on a block inside of your left foot. Inhale, left arm high. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach and hold, horizon lunge. Pivot to the outer knife edge of each foot and then rotate that right hip down. Reach your left fingertips long to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, come back to runner's lunge. Plant your left hand, step your left foot back. Come into your flow. We'll all meet back in down dog. Gently pedaling out the heels. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Stay here, kick through fallen triangle. You can lift that left arm if you'd like. Release your left hand down, tuck your knee in towards your nose, kick it straight back. This time, step through. Find your runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. Exhale, sweep, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Lift that left foot. Find your bird. Imagine someone's pulling your left heel away from you. Keep a tiny bend in that standing right leg. Pulse it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right hand if it's lifted. Open up that left hip. Find your half moon. Reach your left arm to the ceiling. Hold it for 1 more breath. Lower that left hand back down to the floor block. Find your bird. Square out your hips. Flex through your left foot, bend deeper into that right knee. Lightning crescent. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Very nice. Lower that left heel. Warrior 1. Shoulders and hips stacked. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten that front right leg. Bind your hands and release them to your lower back, opening up the front side of your body. You can keep your gaze forward or gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into your pyramid, continuing to pull that right hip back. Once you arrive, stay with your bind or release your hands to frame your right foot. You can create a bend into that right knee or try to straighten it to deepen that stretch. Always feel free to increase or decrease the distance of your feet. You can walk your hands back to your left foot to increase that sensation. Release your left hand on the block or on the floor inside your right foot. Right arm reaches high. Revolve pyramid. We're going to pivot and cartwheel our hands down. Pivot your left toes. Open up, warrior 2. Deep breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Nice bending. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Warrior 2. Come down to your extended side. Maybe hover your right arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze out up towards your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Reverse triangle. Deep inhale. Exhale, tee up your arms. Bump your hips back. Reach your right fingertips forward. Lower your right arm, lift your left. Big T in those arms. Hold it here, pulse for 3, 2, nice. Last one, hold it low. Bend into that front right knee, pivot your left toes, cartwheel down. Left arm down, right arm reaches high. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap your left hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. Once more, inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach, pivot to each knife edge, that foot. Lower your left hip. Reach your right fingertips long. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your right hand, step your right foot back. Come into your flow. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful flow. Come back to your breath. One more time on the left side, then we'll cool it down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Take it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Stay here. Find fawn triangle. Maybe lift your right arm. Plant your right arm if it's lifted. Kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, step through. Find your focus. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, sweep, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Press into that left foot, lift your right leg. Find your bird. Lower your hands at any time to floor or blocks. Flex through that right foot. Keep your left hand down or lower your left hand. Reach your right arm towards the ceiling as you open that right hip. One more breath, half moon. Scratch your hips, lower your right hand. Come back to your bird. I'm always so wobbly on this side. All right, right toes flex bend into your front left knee. Lower your right foot. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Arms overhead, lower your right heel. Warrior one, adjust your stance. Closer or further apart. Deep bend into that front left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Inhale, reach a little bit taller. Bind your hands and release into your lower back. Open your front side. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down to your pyramid. You're welcome to keep your hands fine as long as you'd like. You can also release your hands to frame your left foot at any time. Remember, you can always bring a bend to that front left knee. Maybe walk your hands back toward the back of your mat to deepen that stretch. Release your right hand to the inside of your left foot on the floor and block. Sweep your left arm to the ceiling. Revolve pyramid. We're going to cartwheel the arms and pivot the right toes, opening up to find warrior two. Deep bend and that front left knee. Adjust your stance. Right toes to the long edge, left toes to the front. Inhale, reach. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, reach, big star. Exhale, bend. Once more, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and stay. Release your left elbow, extended side. Right bicep hugs in. You can float that left arm if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Looking up towards the ceiling. Stretching the front side of your body. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Find your reverse triangle. Inhale, rise up. Tee out the arms, bump your hips back. Reach your left fingertips forward, left arm down, right arm up. Tee out the arms. Remember, you can always rotate that right shoulder back. Gazing up or down. Deep inhale. Exhale, pivot your right toes, cartwheel down, frame your left foot. Right hand down, left arm sweeps high. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach and hold. Pivot to the outer knife edge of each foot. Lower your right hip, horizon lunge. Left fingertips towards the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your left hand. Step your left foot back. Come into your flow. We'll all move back in down dog. Pedal it out. From here, gently bend both of your knees. Lower down to that tabletop. Lower your left or right hip, and then allow your feet to come to the top of your mat. Grabbing a block between your palms. Knees to the ceiling, feet to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll back. Going all the way down. Head, neck, and shoulders arrive. Set that block off to the side. Keep it nearby. We won't use it just yet. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Release your hands by your side. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, tap. We're going to add the arms. Inhale, squeeze, lift the hips, lift the arms, tap the thumbs overhead. Hold the hips high. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Pinkies tap. Inhale, reach. Thumbs tap. Exhale, cactus. Hold the hips an inch or two higher. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower everything down. Draw your knees in towards your chest, curling yourself into a ball. Option to keep your head, neck, and shoulders grounded, or you can tuck your chin in towards your chest. Maybe find a gentle sway. Come back through center. Drawing your knees in towards your shoulders, avoiding your rib cage. Draw the soles of your feet to the ceiling. You can continue to grab the back side of each thigh, the outer edge of your calf, or the outer edge of each foot for happy baby. Pressing your lower back into the floor, stay here, or find a gentle sway side to side. Gently come back to center. Release your left leg long, keeping the sole of your right foot towards the ceiling. Single leg happy baby. Feel that stretch in the front of your left hip flexor. As you keep the left leg long, release your sole of your foot and draw your right heel in towards your glutes, binding your hands gently on your right calf. Flexing through your left foot, point, flex, circle out your right foot. Gently release your bind with your left hand. Guide your right knee through your midline over to the left side of your body. That right knee can hover in space. It can rest on a block or it can tap the floor. Gaze up towards the ceiling, or to deepen that stretch, you can reach your right arm out to a broken T and maybe look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Keeping that right knee bent, allow the sole of your right foot to land to the inside of your left leg. Anywhere along the left leg, can be the thigh, the knee, the calf. Recline tree, and just letting anything go. Any tension that you may be holding without even realizing it. Release your glutes, release your right knee. Keeping your right knee bent, plant your right foot on the floor. Lift your left leg towards the ceiling. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Pulling your left knee away from your body, but continuing to flex your left foot to protect your knee. Press into your right foot, squeeze your glutes, figure four bridge, and lower down. One more time, squeeze and lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your arms out to a cactus, palms facing up. Allow your knees to fall over to the left, keeping both shoulders grounded. Back to center, over to the right side. Center, one more time each side. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, plant your left foot to meet the right. Draw your knees back into your chest, pulling yourself into a tight ball. Maybe find a gentle sway that feels comfortable. Sway back through center. While still drawing your knees towards the outer edge of your shoulders, allow the soles of your feet to come up towards the ceiling. Once again, finding your happy baby. You're more than welcome to stay right where you are. If you want to find a gentle sway or rocking side to side, that is always an option. Gently sway back through center, keeping your left foot towards the ceiling. Release your right leg long. Flex through your right foot. Feel that stretch in your right hip flexor. Release the sole of your left foot, calf, or thigh, and release your left heel towards your glutes. Finding your hands on your left shin when removing pose on the left side. Point flex, circle out your left ankle, wiggle your toes as you continue to flex your right foot, allowing that right calf to come a little bit closer towards the floor. With the guidance of your right hand, gently guide your left knee through your midline over to the right side for supine twists. Same options here for your left knee. You're welcome to bring a block under that knee. You can tap the floor or it can just gently hang out in space. Gaze up towards the ceiling or over your left shoulder. Maybe you want to reach your left arm long. To center, keeping your left knee bent, both hip bones are grounded, and release the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Find reclined tree on this side. Release any tension that you may be holding in your shoulders, in your back, and just melt into your mat. Keeping your left knee bent, plant your left foot on the floor. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Right foot flex, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and gently drawing your right knee away from your body. Both hands by your hips. Press into your left foot, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips. Figure four bridge, exhale, lower. Once more, squeeze, lift, deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Cactus your arms, bring your elbows out like a goalpost, and then release your right knee towards the floor. Come back to center. Allow your knees this time to fall over to the left. Inhale through center one more time, each side. Back to center, over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your right foot to meet the left. Draw your knees in towards your chest one more time. Exhale, release them down. Heels in towards your glutes. Grab that block that you set off near the side. Squeeze your glutes, press into your feet, lift your hips. Place that block on the lowest setting underneath your hips, and then allow your hips to melt in towards that block. Stay here as long as you'd like. If and when you're ready, you're welcome to draw your feet up towards the ceiling, the legs up the wall, starting by just flexing your toes. Pressing your lower back in towards the floor. Palms by your side. One more round of breath here. Stay here longer if you like, or begin to reach your fingers towards your toes. Adding some movement, point, flex. Circle out your ankles, your wrists, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Supported legs up the wall. Leveraging that block under your sacrum for additional support. Stay here as long as you'd like and supported legs up the wall. When you're ready, gently lower your feet towards the floor, knees bent towards the ceiling. Once your feet arrive, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Setting the block off to the side. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Full body stretch. Imagine someone is pulling your ankles and pulling your wrists in opposite directions, creating a tiny arch in your lower back. Deep inhale, reach a little bit longer. Exhale, release your hands by your side and allow your feet to just fall where they are. Shrug your shoulders up toward your ears and then release them down. Clench your fist and then release your palms back to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes, engage your quadriceps, and then let it go. Clench your feet like you're trying to pick up some clothing for laundry, and then release your toes. Melting into your mat for your final resting pose in Shavasana. You're more than welcome to stay here. You can come into any other comfortable position that you'd like. Maybe butterflying out your knees. Bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Doing what your body needs today. On your inhales, counting 1. On your exhales, counting 2. And trying to count to 20. You lose your space, just start back at 1. Begin to wiggle your toes. Excuse me, wiggling your fingers. Bringing some awareness back to your breath, back into your body. As you draw your knees in towards your chest, reach your arms long overhead and allowing your body to fall to the left or to the right, using your bottom arm as a pillow and gently boxing out your top arm. When you're ready, press into your top arm, coming up to a comfortable seat. Your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead, Mindy. Namaste. Thank you.